as the first title partner and gallery sponsor for the Northern Virginia Science Center.
This is going to be sparking innovation in a whole new generation of learners that will one day be making the advances in all sorts of sustainable and renewable energy, which is a perfect sync with our company and where our company is going.
Authentic phenomenological art.
This $1 million gift is an extraordinary benefit to our efforts to build the Northern Virginia Science Center. Not only will it sponsor an amazing gallery called Flow, but it makes possible the opening of this incredible resource that's so much needed for Northern Virginia.
Good morning. Everybody hear me? Good morning. Through my mask. My name is Gary Crum. I'm the board chair for the Northern Virginia Science Center Foundation. For those of you know, the Science Center Foundation operates this beautiful lab we're in today, the Children's Science Center Lab. We also do a lot of outreach programs with the community. And we're currently developing the Northern Virginia Science Center in partnership with the Science Museum of Virginia, which is a pivotal public-private partnership. So thank you for joining us to celebrate this exciting milestone. And first thing I'd like to do is thank and acknowledge our key partners and stakeholders in attendance today. I was fortunate to meet a lot of you folks, so thank you for introducing yourselves. First is Delegate David Reed. Next is Delegate Carrie Delaney. And Delegate Ken Plum. It's real nice that you guys all lined up here. And Chair Phyllis Randall for Loudoun County. And also my fellow members of the Science Center Foundation Board, advisors, and staff. Thank you for coming. And last but not least, all of our invited special guests and members of the press. Thank you. So we're very grateful to all of our stakeholders whose significant support has laid the foundation for our bold initiative and vision to bring a world-class interactive science museum to Northern Virginia. Now, it's my pleasure to welcome Mimi Spivey, our Executive Director, to share this exciting news.
I think you might have figured out our news. Thank you so much, Gary. Thank you all for joining us today. So we are indeed here today to celebrate an extraordinary gift from Dominion Energy and announce their $1 million commitment as the first title partner and gallery sponsor for the Northern Virginia Science Center. We are excited. And we are here, sharing it specifically here today, because the Children's Science Center Lab, Dominion sponsors where you were sitting, this much-loved experiment bar, and it provides essential support for environmental education experiences, not only here in the lab, but all across our outreach programs that we take across the region. Dominion Energy has been a supporter and a champion from the beginning because of our shared goals. Our shared goals to improve community vitality, to enable broad access to STEM education opportunities, and to create a more sustainable world. The Northern Virginia Science Center makes those goals possible on an exponential scale. The building itself will serve as a teaching building that demonstrates sustainable practices. Exhibits will invite visitors to look at the world through the lens of science. Central themes include sustainability, innovation, data science, STEM career connections, and integration of the arts. And with our big backyard that includes over 200 acres of Stream Valley Parkland at Kincora, environmental education will be a principal part of the experiences we offer at the Science Center. The Dominion Energy Gallery will be located beside the grand lobby of the Science Center. This gallery will house flow. And since I'm in a mask, F-L-O-W, flow. But this is going to be such a unique and groundbreaking exhibition. Flow is designed to be an amazing tour of science and natural phenomena that is expressed through motion and art. Imagine something that looks like an art gallery, but it's science on display. That is how amazing science is, and we want people to feel that way every time they walk into Science Center, and that will be the first place that they start. In this gallery, all immersive, hands-on, interactive experiences that display the constant flow of matter, energy, and data. We call, or our designers help us term this, authentic phenomenological art. Whoa. We gotta see this. So the natural phenomena will be on display, forces, but also mathematical principles. We'll have information and real-time data that's flowing through very advanced immersive media technology. The experiences include a massive swirling vortex. I don't remember the exact height, Katie, I'm gonna call on you from the stage here, but 30-foot high vortex. We'll call it 30-foot for now, but these are giant because it's meant to be really inspire in STEM. A giant crashing 50-foot wave tank, I know that one. And there are many more virtual phenomena that are on display and really opening our audience's eyes, visitors of all ages, to unseen worlds. Some of the things you really can't see that's so amazing about science. Dominion Energy joins the list of leading public and private partners for this project. As Gary mentioned, the Commonwealth of Virginia, Loudoun County, Kincora, our lead building naming sponsor, Northwest Federal Credit Union. I'd like to acknowledge again all of these partners and Dominion who are here with us today. Thank you for your commitment. So it's always important to share that there are still more opportunities for more partners. Indeed, including families, foundations, corporations. Everyone can be a part of this legacy project that will change the landscape for STEM learning in our region. The campaign is now at 91% of funds raised for this $75 million project. We are ready to take this over the finish line, and we are also very grateful to our major partners and the opportunities like Dominion and our other partners have for that recognition in our wonderful Science Center, that permanent and prominent recognition that includes a variety of naming opportunities. We still are looking for our data cloud partner. We have several more extraordinary galleries and wonderful indoor and outdoor learning spaces that we're excited to find and gather our additional partners to take this over the finish line. But today we celebrate Dominion, and we are incredibly grateful for this generous support, and we look forward to working with Dominion and all of our partners to open the doors of this tremendous regional asset. So I'm going to stop talking and bring up our wonderful supporter. I'd like to introduce Heimer Applewhite, who's the president of the Dominion Energy Charitable Foundation. Thank you so much, Heimer.
Good morning. Thank you, Nene. I appreciate that. It's a pleasure for me to be here this morning representing Dominion Energy and the Dominion Energy Charitable Foundation. You know, I get to do the fun stuff, like go to great events like this and deliver big checks like the one that hopefully is somewhere around here. But it's really my colleagues, particularly my colleagues here in Northern Virginia, who do the difficult work of finding great projects like this one here at the Northern Virginia Science Center. Great projects to invest our charitable resources in. And that is, that's not as easy as it might sound. So I want to recognize a couple of my colleagues who are here with us today. Peggy Fox and Jeannie Underwood. Sargent, Fatima, thank you all for the hard work that you do to make today a reality. I also appreciate the career-enhancing benefit of recognizing your boss whenever he's in the room. So I want to recognize Dr. Bill Murray, our Senior Vice President. Thank you all for driving up from Richmond this morning, and we appreciate your support for our investment in this fantastic project. Dominion Energy is delighted to make a new commitment of $800,000 to help create a much larger science center. And this new commitment that we're announcing today brings Dominion's total investment to $1 million for the Northern Virginia Science Center. To be quite frank about it, I can't think of a better cause, really. The current center here at Fairfax Mall already does so much wonderful work. Really, in fact, it's hard to quantify it. And I think we were all so impressed with how quickly Nini and her staff pivoted from a very hands-on model to a virtual model, taking everything online when the pandemic hit. And they did it while not compromising one single inch of instructional quality that inspires so many young people and that really has become the hallmark of the Northern Virginia Science Center. And then to take that successful model and that successful approach and build on it and expand it into a world-class educational and cultural center, one that's going to serve quite literally hundreds of thousands of visitors each year. Now, in my mind, that is an example of the wonderful things that can be achieved when partners pull together to pursue dreams that are much bigger than any one of us could do alone. And quite honestly, that's something that Dominion Energy wanted to be a part of and wanted to invest our philanthropic resources in. We wanted to be a part of it for several reasons. First, our mission as a company, as some of you may know, is to become the leading sustainable energy company in the country. So quite naturally, it appealed to us when we learned that the new Science Center is going to incorporate sustainable design elements like solar panels and recycled material and energy efficiency design and even rainwater harvesting. We were also really intrigued by the decision to use an integrated interdisciplinary approach to weave STEM concepts into the exhibits, which are, by the way, exhibits that people are naturally curious about anyway. So believe me when I tell you, this is not going to be, your grandfather's museum. This is no stuffy museum that we're talking about. This is going to be really dynamic. And Nini and her team are taking a smart approach, a very innovative approach to making science and all those related disciplines attractive and appealing and approachable for all ages, but of course, especially for kids. But maybe the most exciting part of all of this are the themes that the center is building around. They're things that really resonate with our outlook as a company: sustainability, innovation, data science, STEM careers, and then integrating the arts into all of that. All of these speak to the essence of the work that we do every day at Dominion Energy. The fact is, our industry is undergoing a revolution, and quite frankly, we're leading that. We've gone from almost no solar just a few years ago to one of the largest solar portfolios in the nation, and we're full speed ahead developing America's largest offshore wind farm. You know what? These things happen because of the kind of innovation and education that gets sparked in places just like we're sitting in this morning. Around Dominion Energy, we like to say that actions speak louder. So we certainly hope our actions are speaking this morning. We're so excited to be a part of what's going on here at the Northern Virginia Science Center, and we're even more excited about all the possibilities that it's going to open up and the countless ways that it's going to enrich this region and the lives of young people and our next generation of innovators.
So Mimi, thank you. Thank you to you and your board for allowing Dominion Energy to be a part of this dynamic, phenomenal project. And thank you all for being here this morning. Thank you.
I'm not going to let you leave yet. We have, oh, you can take my notes, it's okay. We want to give you a very small token of our appreciation. We have more tokens because this is an awesome Dominion team here, so you each get some recognition.
All the tokens shamelessly have Dominion Energy's logo.
You want, yeah, Dominion Energy's getting done. So we did want to give you this for your wall back in the office, and we have more. And I'd like Bill, if you want to come up, we'll take it. Nope, no pictures of Bill.
Got a face for radio.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Hunter did not take my notes. Good news. And thank you, Hunter, Bill. Boy, can all of the Dominion people, folks, just stand up for 1 minute, because you're all here. Thank you all so much, and we could just keep doing the thank yous, but I think what we'll do is get ready to open up for some questions. And I know we have some folks here that are with the press, so I wanted to make that possible, and I'm sure Dominion will help answer some questions as well.
I just wanted to recognize our elected leaders who are here as well.
Yes, again, yes, indeed. And the incredible commitment that has been made.
Phyllis Randall, Ken Plum, and David Reed. Anybody
Yes.
else? Thank you so much, David.
Indeed.
Thank you so much
Indeed.
for coming.
It was, the last time I think a lot of us assembled was around the time of announcing other gifts to this and really celebrating the extraordinary commitment that the state has made with over $40 million to support this project, and that the Loudoun County has made with $15 million commitment to this project. And Dan has to wave his hand unless you've got other Pecora people here. But Dan, I mean, we wouldn't be here at all if we didn't have the land to put this amazing science center on, and all of the mountains they moved just in the past year or so, helping us find really the most fantastic parcel of land at Pecora for a science center that immediately, links into the extraordinary nature parklands that they're dedicating there. So it's really, as Hunter said so well, amazing things can happen when many partners come together and accomplish something that I think many people thought was pretty crazy and impossible in the early days. And a lot of you have been early believers. Delegate Plum was on one of our first members of our advisory board. He was even helping us before we had an advisory board. So it's just, I could tell stories all day, but I think I'm going to let some questions happen.
Well, I have a question, something that you brought up earlier, and that is that people in Fairfax are upset that this place will eventually be closing, and Loudoun's going to get it. But really, doesn't it speak to the more, the regional aspect of this center, and it really will be a destination for visitors and for, children and families from all over.
Yeah. I mean, the vision for this project is to create a regional science center. You can't, we certainly can't create, science centers every few miles. These are special resources. They require an extraordinary investment. And Loudoun County was very receptive, as was Fairfax County, to the idea of it. And it just came together, in the Dulles area. And, it's interesting how these things happen.
Yeah,
but
right near the metro.
Yeah, exactly, not far from the metro. It's amazing how much is happening out there. But it's, I think that really what we were looking for was a place that was accessible by multiple by residents of multiple counties. And so being on Route 28, because the 3 largest counties in Northern Virginia, it makes it pretty darn accessible. And we really appreciated that opportunity to be on major transportation, but still have the benefits of the great outdoors in our backyard, have the amenities of a mixed-use development, 10 minutes from other really amazing cultural assets as well. We're creating a cultural corridor in Dulles. It's not only a technology corridor. I think that's fantastic.
Now we just need a bridge.
Yeah, even Maryland people like us. Even
Just saying,
Maryland people.
we need a bridge.
So, I wanted to take any other questions that people might have, or I'm happy to. Topper, you can always cover me with questions. And take
Well,
that
I
to change
I don't have
mine.
an answer right now, so I'm very happy.
We have a
What do you
question
see
right
as the
here.
timeline? I know the timeline is you know, projected, it's not actual right now, but what are you seeing about the timeline?
Yeah, so we are expecting to wrap up the detailed design in the next 3 to 6 months, both the exhibits and the facility. And then we'll begin making preparations for groundbreaking. We are thinking that groundbreaking, we might be doing this ceremony out in the dirt this time next year. That would be fantastic. And so that's sort of what our loose timeline is right now. It's a very complex build. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of buildings that can go up a lot faster than a science center, but it's about a 2-year construction process, end to end, getting all the exhibits in and everything. So we've got a lot of celebrations and milestones ahead of us. We're really excited, and we want you all to be a part of each one of those. So we had a question back here.
My question was sort of a follow-up to Peggy's question. You know, how long, this center is going to be closing, how long do you anticipate being here?
Yeah, so what we've been looking at is operating this and having a brief transition window. So it might take 3 months, it might take 6 months, but we would like to be able to have as many employees be a part of the Future Science Center as possible. We would like to make sure that we're continuing to serve tens of thousands of people a year, and not, you know, just stop abruptly, prematurely. So I think that Fairfax has been a great partner in our efforts, and they're very eager for us to stay as long as possible. So we think that we'll be able to make that work and plan a really nice, smooth transition into the big science center.
How many people does this center employ? How many people do you anticipate the new center employing?
Yeah, employing. That's a great question. I think that there's a lot of staffing models that we've been looking at, and a lot of it depends on how we do our volunteer and internships as well. Today we, is including a lot of part-time employees. We're probably in the mid-30s. I don't think that would double. I think it will, but there will require some additional staffing.
Nini, I had to say something about Virginia Tech, since you and I are both Hokies from way back. And what kind of partnerships do you foresee having with some of the schools, maybe the engineering schools?
Yeah, absolutely. There is a long history and a lot of evidence of fantastic partnerships between science centers and higher education. This is happening all over the country, all over the world. We are no different. Our partner that has been ready and able so much in recent years has been George Mason University. Enormous university, many disciplines. We're working with folks in education and psychology and science and engineering. So there's a lot of opportunity there. One of our wonderful board members works at Virginia Tech, very much expert in STEM education. He's been a tremendous resource in helping us connect to Virginia Tech. And so I think the partnerships, there's a plethora of opportunities, and certainly we're eager to do even more of that as we grow and have a bigger platform for working together. Ron Meyer making a sneaky entrance.
Another elected leader.
We saved the front, we saved the seat So, yes.
The baby's doing great.
Good. Ron's got a small reason, a good reason to.
Pretty small reasons, actually.
Yes, indeed. So I think, any more questions? Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and wrap up the questions. Of course, our team will be here for more questions, and I want to thank you again for attending today and just being a part of this really wonderful moment.